That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display. Very 50 this. Cashed in on the loose deliveries time and again.
Good afternoon and welcome one and all. You join us for this match between the Bangalore Crowns and the Hyderabad Phoenix. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks others, it's great to be here and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not going to be much for the bowlers. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Nice information there from David Gower. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
Neither captain will be too upset here. There's a good opportunity to get runs early on, but also there's something in it for the bowlers if they stay focused.
Super piece of timing.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery. Not to take on the field.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Patel, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Just about timed that perfectly.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
He runs away. Timed that perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Can respond.
Wait there.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Had to clear the front leg in order to get under the ball and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the field.
Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Great shot. A little bit in the air, but one bounce and a 4. Maybe a little lucky not to find the fielder.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That's the 50 partnership between these two.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Salt didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Going with pace now. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing.
Great timing. Right off the meat of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played and it was 4 runs all the way.
Super shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Brilliant shot that.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
The right armour is... Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display. Very solid. I think this could be just the start.
Good bit of timing there.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first spot. Hits that well, onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Couldn't have played that any better.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Immaculate timing there.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's
Absolutely nailed it.
That one they got hold of. The slower ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Great shot, great timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot.
Into the gap, nice shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off. Caught. Did very well to hang on. Not a lot of room so close to the boundary.
Well, the end of a productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into...
The new batter will mark their guard. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
What a great shot that was. Onto the...
Gone. Played all around it.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. Really good shot there.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Just need to tighten their areas now. Time that brilliantly.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Perfect technique and placement.
Found the gap.
Middle that one, great timing.
hit that so hard.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Good bit of timing there.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Super catch.
Yeah!
That's a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease.
Catch it!
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a...
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Perfectly timed.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all.
Super shot that.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot. That's really high. Don't think anyone is close. Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. And now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. Great shot through the gap.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
Yep. Nicked it. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yeah.
Nice shot, runs possible. End of the over, 6 runs coming from it.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
If they can find the right spot,
Yes.
the reward will eventually come.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Yep.
Super shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just...
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
That delivery had everything. The ball's really swinging now.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot.
Yes.
Super shot that.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Going with pace now.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yep.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's just timed brilliantly. He moves closer to 50. It's going to take something special to get the wicket.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward.
Yep.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
That's a really good half century. Ensured the strike rate's maintained and was pushed on really, really well.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Livingston, the spinner, coming into the attack. Hit right on the body.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
Went downtown and did it very well.
Yeah.
Got that away nicely.
A counter-attacking 50 this. Cashed in on the loose deliveries time and again and has pushed on really, really well.
Great shot through the gap.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Yep.
To fine sweep, effortless to get to the boundary.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically
They
put.
can find the right spot.
Yeah.
The reward will eventually come. Oh my, that's racing away.
Quick to get onto that sweep.
Yep.
Nicely played.
This is really awesome shot making. The innings is building very nicely.
Yep.
Nice shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful.
And out. Straightforward catch by the wicket-keeper.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face.
Time to concentrate and get settled. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Bowl chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
Well, they lose at the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
And coming as they get settled.
Yep.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
That's the way you want to start your innings. Into position quickly and
Yep.
you just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
Wait. Yep.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot.
Wait. Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away.
That's it.
Super shot that.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good...
Yep.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundaries.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Gone. Brilliant in the field.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just
Wait.
Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
The team.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Touch full and put away.
Yeah. Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
I'd like to see
Yep.
pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but overpitched and got what it deserved.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more. That's the match. It looked like the required runs were too many to get in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.